Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make this awesome 2-player survival base. Here the base is from all of the angles that you might want to have a look at it from. I'll also include plenty of shots from inside of the base as well. As you can see, the base is very well split into two. One half is your base, the other half is your friend's base, and they meet in the middle. It has everything that you might possibly want in a survival base, and I hope that you guys enjoy the tutorial. If you do, please do remember to hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. I really enjoy making these bases, and I especially like making multiple player bases as well. Let me know whether you guys enjoy it too. And without any further ado, why don't I actually show you how to make this thing? It is quite simple. So if you want to make it, here's what you'll need. Grab yourself some oak wood, some oak wood planks, some oak wood stairs, some stone brick stairs, some stone slabs, some wooden trapdoors, some oak wood fence, some glass pane, and some glass block. We also need all of the other materials that you can see in the inventory right now, and it's very possible that I'll have forgotten stuff, and there will of course be more that you need if you do want to do the interior and exterior a little bit nicer as well. So make sure that you have absolutely everything, and we'll grab stuff as we need it as well. Once you have all of that, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'm going to be making it right here. We're going to begin by making the steps up to the actual second tier of the base. So we're going to place ourselves an oak wood. We're going to leave a gap of one moving backwards, and we're going to place another oak wood. We're going to leave yet another gap of one moving backwards, and we're going to place another oak wood. This first row of oak wood here wants to be a row of 2. This second oak wood wants to be a row of 3, so that'll be 2 and 3. This third row of oak wood here wants to be a row of 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5, like this. We want to place stone slabs in between the base of the oak wood. We want to place oak wood fence in between the oak woods moving backwards like this. So that's what you want to have. What we also want to do is we want to create a set of stairs. So these set of stairs want to be 3 rows thick, and we're going to start going right of the first oak wood. We're going to place 1, 2, 3 stairs going right, and then we're going to place another row of stairs, and another, like this. So in total, we want to have 4 rows of stairs coming backwards. However, you want to have it so that the first 3 rows of stairs in the middle are not seeable. Or as a matter of fact, we'll make that the first 2 rows of stairs. What that basically means is you want to knock out a gap just in between the 2 middle stairs at the base here. What we then want to do is to the right of these stairs, we want to have what we have on the left. So we want to have an oak wood here to the right of the bottom stair. We want to leave a gap of 1 oak wood, gap of 1 oak wood. We want to raise up the oak woods until they are equal as they are on the opposite side. We want to place stone slabs in between them, and we want to place oak fence in between those. So we want to have something which should look like this. And you can even place a layer of stone slabs behind the top row of oak wood stairs if you like. We'll be doing that a little bit later. Once you've got that sorted out, we're now also going to place some glass behind the stairs inside of the actual stairs like this. So we want to place glass like this. And from the outside, you'll now be able to see that the actual stairs underneath are kind of closed up. And just to show you, this is where the entrance, this is where the door is going to go underneath the stairs. It's going to go right there. And then we'll have something, we'll probably have a nice little bit of grass path and stuff later on. But, you know, it's kind of like that. That's how we're going to be progressing things along. But let's move on to the rest of the base now that the entrance way is done. So what we want to do is we want to take the back left-hand row of 5 oak wood, and if we look down on it like this, and do let me get my plans in order so that we get this right, we want to do an up left diagonal, like as if we're looking down. Then we want to do a bottom left diagonal with oak wood planks. Go left with the oak wood, then we want to go left with the oak wood planks, left with the oak wood, left with the planks. We want to do an up left diagonal with the oak wood, then an up left diagonal with the oak wood planks, And we then want to, still looking at the ground, we want to move backwards from the oak wood, and we want to place an oak wood behind it, with an oak wood plank behind that, oak wood behind that, oak wood plank behind that. We want to, as if we're looking down upon it, like towards the back like this, we want to place an upright diagonal of the oak wood, then an upright diagonal of the oak wood plank. We then want to place an oak wood going right, oak wood plank, oak wood plank. We then want to do, and once again, I have to keep adjusting these because I do want to get these right. We want to place an upright diagonal of the oak wood, upright diagonal of the oak wood plank. We want to go right by 1 with the oak wood plank. Then we actually want to leave a gap of 1 and place 2 oak wood planks going right. We then want to place a bottom right diagonal of the oak wood. Then we want to place a bottom right diagonal of the oak wood plank. We then want to go right by 1 the oak wood plank, oak wood plank, like this. We then want to do a bottom right diagonal of the oak wood, bottom right diagonal of the oak wood plank, like that. We then want to come back towards the front of the build, and we want to place an oak wood plank, oak wood plank. We want to do like a bottom left diagonal coming towards the front of the build with an oak wood, like this. Then an oak wood plank. And then coming left, connecting to the build, we want to place an oak wood plank, oak wood plank. Place an oak wood to connect back together. So that looks that's kind of like hard to build, right? But this is the shape that we're looking for once we've finished. So that was kind of hard to put together, but that's the shape that we are looking for once we've finished. Now, once you've got that sorted out on the floor, we now want to take absolutely every single one. Well, kind of. Okay. We want to take most of the materials, and we want to add 3 additional materials on top. So we'll do that, and then we'll correct our mistakes. You'll see what I mean. So every single material placed on top of every oak wood. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Actually, yeah, if you start with the oak wood and you just add rows of oak wood on top of them, then you can't actually go too far wrong. And then I'll show you where glass is supposed to go, because there's a few places around the build. That's definitely 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. There's a few places around the build where we will be placing glass, where the rule that I just said, like on top of every single block, just place 3 more, where that doesn't apply. And I'll show you, because it's easier than like just deleting blocks. So yeah, we want to have something which should look like that. Now, let me show you the places where we're adding glass. So you're on the front of the build, we're on the left hand side. You want to add 2 glass here. 1, 2, like in the middle of this particular part of the house. On the left, we want to add 2 glass here. 1, 2, like right in the middle. On the back, right here, 1, 2, glass in the middle. And on the opposite side, 1, 2, glass in the middle. On the right hand side, 1, 2, that's glass in the middle. And on the front right hand side, 1, 2, that's glass in the middle. And then you can place 3 oak wood planks on top of every single other plank coming upwards. So easy as that, just planks on top of the planks like this. And on the back, the reason that this looks a little bit weird at the back, right? A door is going to be going here. This is the back door, so you can just chuck an oak wood door there if you want, and then board up the top. That's where the back door of the house is going to be. We can make that look a little fancier than I did earlier, actually, because I mean, on the original, I didn't really make the back door look very fantastic. I think that was a mistake. I should remedy that. And on top of all of the windows, also place an oak wood plank. So just go all the way around. We want everywhere to be the same shape everywhere. We just want to have, there we go, we just want to board that all up with the oak wood planks. Now, once you've got that sorted out, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a couple of things to do. So above every single window, that's every single window, we want to place an oak wood fence. So this is on top of the oak wood plank, on top of the window. You guys get the idea. And we want to place on top of the oak wood plank an oak wood fence, and we want to extend that fence left and right. And that wants to apply everywhere around the build. So that's on the sides, that's on the back, that's on the front. You just want to go everywhere, and you want to place yourself the oak wood fence stuck on top of the window like this. This will look a little bit weird until once you've done that, you then want to take the oak wood and you want to place oak wood all the way around on top of the build. So everywhere that you didn't place fence, basically, you want to go around and you want to place oak wood on top of the outer part of the build. So you want to have something which should look like that. Looks very cool. We're also going to fill the top of this in with stone slabs. Where we have this very first row of stone slabs that we placed earlier, simply fill in the rest of the top of the build using stone slabs. It's as simple as that. So completely fill in the top of the build with the stone slabs, and that'll basically just give us a platform. Most of the top of the build is used for farming. That's what most of it is. There's also a trapdoor, a hatch in front of a nether portal. The nether portal is positioned towards the back middle part of the second story of the house. And as a matter of fact, you know what? Whilst we are up here, we will create a little bit of farmland. I'll show you. So once you have filled in the very top of this, like that, looking very good, we can start doing some stuff. So to start with, we're going to grab the obsidian. We're going to grab some grass blocks. We won't even need some trapdoors. We'll need the diamond hoe. We'll need some seeds. A little bit oak wood. A little bit oak fence. So the nether portal right at the back here. I don't like to place it right against the very back of the area, but you could. Yeah, I mean, you could place it just like right here, slotted in between the very back of the build, and that'd give you a bit more room. But I kind of like it just like one block outwards. I don't know why. Nether portal can be as big or as small as you want, but what, like 5 blocks coming up from the ground? 1, 2, 3, 4. We already had 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Connect it together up at the top, and they have a nether portal right in the slap bang center of the area. We want to create a farming area on the left and right hand side here. So where we have these pointy out oak woods, if we basically just take these and we just want to kind of like form an area around this. So maybe like place a couple of fence coming in, then maybe like an oak wood to the right, leave a gap of 1 oak wood, then maybe like a couple of fence, oak wood, and there that will actually slot in the nether portal as well. So if we do that on the opposite side, we place an oak wood, then what is it? We place a couple of fence, oak wood, gap of 1, oak fence. Then we have kind of like a nice walkway leading towards the back of the portal, and we have 2 equal farm areas. They actually form nice little circles like that. And what we're going to do is we're just going to plant some farmlands. So we want to be able to go around the farmland. If you place 2 rows of like 2x3s like this, one on the left and one on the right, then you can't go too far wrong. So maybe like 1 here and 1 here. And what I've actually done in the middle is I've stuck a grass block. So connect them together. They kind of look like a capital I. And I'm just going to use some maybe wooden trapdoors. Like place them down next to this. Like that. And I'm going to hoe the actual big parts, and I'm going to place. I actually want a variety of seeds. So if you want, you can grab a variety of seeds. If you're just going to use wheat, then use wheat. Don't mess around like I am. But I kind of like having a nice bit of a variety. What have I used? I've used the first 2. So pumpkin in this one. I like the variety just because it adds a little bit of colour and flavour. There we go. But on the middle part, what I want to do is I want to add some trees, just because I think it'll look good. And you know what? Whilst the trees aren't grown, I'm just going to chuck a few wooden trapdoors around this. Now, we won't be able to add wooden trapdoors in the middle bit, but we do have the trapdoors laying down flat next to where the tree is going to be. So we have some wooden trapdoors. It's just a little bit of detail that can be added. It's not a big deal if if you can't add it. I mean, if you don't want to add the trapdoors, it's not a big deal at all. If you don't want to add any life up here, then don't bother. It's up to you. I just think that farms look cool, and they are quite practical as well. And what we're going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to save, right? We're going to save because we're going to grow some trees, and I don't want these trees to go crazy. Let's see if we get a normal tree. Okay, normalish tree. I'd prefer it a bit smaller, but I'll take it. I'll take it. This is a tutorial. I don't want to take it forever. Now, I would prefer if both trees were the same. In an ideal world, what I would do is I would exit the game. I'd go back and I'd replant those, or I'd edit that tree. Because this is a tutorial, I'm not going to do that, but I would prefer both trees to be small. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to light the nether portal up here. And it's not connected at the base, is it? That's the problem. Okay, so boom, there we go. Nether portal works. If you want to add some additional details around the base, no, you know what? We'll add details and stuff later, little small things that you can add. So the next thing that we're going to do, and we're actually running out of things to do with the outside of the base, guys. Around the windows, you can add some cool stuff. So if you want to make the windows more detailed, we need stone bricks, stone slabs, and some wooden trapdoors. So everywhere that you have a window, if you place yourself a stone slab underneath the window and above the window, and you place upside down stone brick stairs at the bottom and regular stone brick stairs up at the top, and if you place wooden trapdoors between those, you'll have cool looking windows. As simple as that, just cool looking windows. Now, do that every single place that you have a window. I believe that there are 6 sets of windows. There's 3 on each side, 1 on the front, back, middle, and yeah, it'll look better. Undoubtedly, it will look better. That's the only thing about this build, is that I do wish that I could have squeezed a little bit more detail in, but you know what? You take what you can get. This is a survival build. That's the problem with survival builds. It's like, where do you stop? At what point have we moved from practicality to just doing stuff for the sake of it? Because I mean, I think that the base looks pretty good. I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty unique looking. At what point do you stop and just kind of say, you know, it looks great, it looks fine, why are we adding more and more detail to it unnecessarily? And there is also the whole case for like over detailing. It is possible to take a build that looks great and add some detail to it, make it look better. And it is possible to add so much detail to a build that it just looks cluttered and weird. It is possible to do that. So there we go, we have something which looks like that, and that is the survival base mainly complete, ladies and gentlemen. If we come all the way to the back part of the base here, where we have the doorway, you can make it look a little bit nicer. I mean, here's some ideas. This is kind of like a go-to thing for me, right? Oakwood doors, oakwood at the left and right of the door, oak fence on top, and then something like this, maybe like stone brick stairs on top with like a stone slab. Easy way to make the door look better. If you want to, you could even add a little bit of trapdoor edge around the area. You could even add some, again, this is kind of like getting into the, is it too cluttered? If you add some buttons, you can do that as well. If you wanted to add some like hanging stuff, or maybe if you wanted to just add some like, maybe like here and here, if you wanted to add some torches. I mean, you know, that it kind of goes on and on and on. It's up to you how and when you want to stop. I mean, I don't actually like the wooden trapdoors there, but what would look good is if we took these, if we took boom, boom, and then, where are they? There, and then if we placed this sort of thing around, looks quite good. We could even add in some windows if we so chose. You see my point, guys. You can kind of like take my base template and you can kind of go with what you want. So, I mean, you can turn that back door into something that looks quite cool like that. But is that too cluttered for you? Who knows? Kind of up to you to decide. I might actually make those windows 2 blocks high if I was doing that. There we go. That looks quite cool. And it is missing a little something at the top. I don't know whether like a little bit of a trimmer step. Nah, I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone before I ruin it. But yeah, that looks quite good like that, I think. And yeah, everything else is kind of like subject to you. Like the inside is completely up to you. The outside is completely up to you. I'd highly recommend like creating some like spaces around the build that you can kind of just like fill in and kind of like turn into like little farmland and stuff, and kind of like add some flowers and what have you around the windows, and you know, do little accents around the build that just make a little bit of a difference like this. I mean, you guys saw the start of the build, right? I'm sure that you can take some ideas from the start of the build and you can kind of apply them on your own. Here it is up to you it's completely up to you how far you want to go with the decoration and how far you want to actually add details and stuff to the house. So like for instance, that makes a big difference to the front of the house if you ask me. If you add yourself some flowers around the house, that'll make a big difference. It really does, especially next to the windows and stuff. On the sides of the house especially you can do this. On the back of the house, I'd recommend having like an animal farm. The only part of the house I don't like is the fact that I didn't really include a big giant indoor animal farm, as weird as that might sound. That's one of the things that I wish I would have added. So if you wanted to, you could easily just create yourself a nice big fenced area at the back of the house, which I actually did in the original, but it's kind of up to you whether you want to add it. It depends what you want to do, and you could create yourself a nice animal farm. So like you could just do this. What did I do? So what, I came inwards and I came out like this, and then maybe like that. So you could make yourself a nice big animal farm like this at the back of the house. That looks like quite a big area. You can add some like oak wood to certain corners of it. It doesn't have to be absolutely every single corner, just to make it look as though that it's kind of like reinforced. Kind of like that. I think they're all in the same place. You could even add one like here, kind of like in the middle, like this, just to kind of just make it look, like I said, a bit more reinforced. And I always make, whenever I'm going to be keeping animals, I always make it 2 blocks high, because animals are very, very sneaky, especially chickens, I've found. Chickens will find their way out of anywhere you put them. They are escape artists. They're basically hamsters of the Minecraft world. And yeah, there you have like a nice big farming area, which again, like you can, if you wanted to split it in half, you could easily split it in half. Or if you wanted to not split it in half, you could split it in half. You guys get the point. Like you can kind of go as far as you want. But this is essentially the house, ladies and gentlemen. This is essentially this is it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you want to add yourself some more, like, I mean, another material to add to the place, which would be quite good, is like cobblestone wall. Like if we added one here and here, and maybe here and here, and maybe like put torches on top, maybe to kind of, or maybe even maybe here, space them out a bit more might be better. So here, so not there, here. And here, that looks a bit better, and place the torches there. That's something that maybe you could add to your house if you wanted to, if you liked that. And I kind of do. I think that looks quite cool. Anyway, guys, like I said, you can kind of keep going and going and going and going and going until you eventually don't like it anymore, which is very possible to happen. I've had many builds where I've just kept going and then I'm like, it's kind of ruined it. But it's up to you what you want to add to this thing. The inside is completely yours to do what you do with. You could easily have just one big base, or you could have 2 small bases hidden inside with a doorway connecting them. You'll have seen the layout from the original version of this, so check that out. If you want some more ideas, just check the start of the video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope that you have enjoyed this. If you have, please do hit that like button. I'd really, really, really appreciate it. I think that this is a cool base. It's a unique base. I hope that you guys think the same things as I do. I hope that you find it cool and unique too. If you have enjoyed this, please do remember to hit that like button. Subscribe for more videos like this. I do make the odd survival base every now and then, usually about 1 a week at least. On top of all of that, comment down below, let me know if you do want to see more stuff like this, or if you have a specific base in mind. I had a lot of suggestions for lots of specific bases, so please do continue on, let me know what you want to see next. And if you do want to check out the card system in the description below, that'll have loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of playlists and specific videos that you guys can check out too. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.